War Pugs, every so often, there is an SCP that comes around that utterly terrifies me because of how insidious it is, how terrifying the concept of it is, but I don't think I've seen cover art or a title that worries me more than this one does right here and right now. Guys, this is from Mr. Illustrated. This was requested by somebody whose name I cannot pronounce because there's no way. And this is on SCP-666.5J. The Roaring Flames of Hell. War Pugs, I can only imagine what this is. We won't know until we get into it. This is done by Mr. Illustrated, who I know is going to help encapsulate the horror and deliver to us some understanding about this extremely dangerous and terrifying SCP. Mr. Illustrated, I hope that I can, if you do check this out, I hope I watch this and don't have lasting psychological trauma. Let's get right into it.
The gates of hell open up within the subject's intestines as Satan himself violates the subject's anal canal with a pickaxe.
What?
What the Good day everyone, and on today's episode of What the Bloody Hell Am I Reading, we are checking out SCP-666.5J. Please forgive me. A thank you to the council and administrators, and let's get cracking.
Let's go.
Description. SCP-666.5J is a crab-stuffed mushroom entree produced by the Internal Foundation catering service Containment Cuisine for the 45th Annual Site-19 Foundation Forum. Roughly 42% of the 1,500 attendees consumed SCP-666.5J and were subsequently affected by its anomalous properties.
Oh my god.
666.5J's effects started to become apparent approximately 1 hour after the conclusion of the main course, at which time eventgoers began to complain of slight abdominal pain. By the second hour, many attendees were complaining of significant digestive distress, and all restrooms in the immediate vicinity were filled to capacity with extended queues.
Oh my god.
By the third hour, medical, investigative, and plumbing personnel were being flown in from surrounding sites to aid in relief efforts. Those who have consumed 666.5J say that it has an odd salty tinge to it, likely caused by an experimental salt substitute used in its creation.
Nice.
It has been theorized that this substance is the root cause of 666.5's anomalous properties, although food poisoning as a result of poor hygiene amongst culinary personnel has also been considered.
No, this is anomalous. Believe me, this is anomalous, War Pugs.
Staff members affiliated with Containment Cuisine have been put into custody for interrogation purposes, as well as the individual's own well-being. When consumed by a human subject, 666.5J triggers 5 stages of localized K-class scenarios within the subject's digestive system. In its initial stage, 666.5J causes a brief period of mild nausea, followed by a sudden and urgent need to relieve oneself. However, the instant before the crucial moment of blessed release, 666.5J triggers a DK-class dominant shift, seizing control over the subject's nether regions and causing a major shutdown of all the subject's bodily exits. The deep carnal desire for release increases to the point that it becomes downright crippling. Subjects often experience shortness of breath, extreme jaw pain from the clenching of teeth, and mild bruising on hands from hitting the rim of the toilet bowl in a death grip.
Oh my god.
After 15 to 20 minutes of the subject's intestines experiencing a level of containment rivaling that of SCP-106, and involving substantially more screaming, the subject will experience a brief RK-class rapture scenario, feeling a relaxation of the lower muscles, a wave of elation, and a fleeting hope that the worst has passed. Following this, the gates of hell open up within the subject's intestines as Satan himself violates the subject's anal canal with a pickaxe. A sudden SK-class scorched earth scenario completely raises the interior lining of the afflicted's digestive tract as unholy murder flame rages throughout in a demonic vortex at a temperature of roughly holy crap on a cupcake degrees Kelvin. Every happy memory, every recollection of peace, joy, or anything other than the sheer teeth-shattering agony is volcanically obliterated in a gastrointestinal supernova of biblical proportions.
Oh my
Subjects
God.
may experience blackouts or periods of lost time during this phase, their state of being reduced to a tear-blurred haze of torrential sweat, agonized wails, and desperate gasps for air. This continues for the next 2 to 3 hours. It is common for subjects to briefly hallucinate during this stage,
Oh my
creating
God.
comforting mental scenarios in which they are violently murdered by various Keta-class SCP entities. Any last vestiges of hope are crushed into tiny nubbins as subjects undergo a CK-class total containment failure, finally expelling the contents of their bowels in a magnificent riptide that could best be compared to a single large leak in the Hoover Dam. An unfathomable, vast expanse of liquid ejected at a rate fast enough to be upsetting, but not fast enough to be merciful.
Oh my God.
Subjects have described the experience as the digestive equivalent of one's life flashing before their eyes, with every meal eaten during an individual's lifetime excruciatingly funneled out in reverse chronological order. The downright baffling amounts of waste produced by the afflicted has led researchers to conclude the subject's intestinal tracts are imbued with extra-dimensional or ectoentropic properties during this time.
That's
Ejected
disturbing.
waste does not resemble good wholesome fecal matter in the slightest. Rather, it is a roast awful terror slush that is probably corrosive and almost definitely radioactive. The expulsion stage is usually fairly brief, but an anomalous temporal field created by 666.5J causes subjects to perceive the experience as lasting roughly 6 lifetimes. As the subject's ability to endure the emotional and physical trauma.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, this is a horrifying SCP, guys. This is terrifying.
Of the end of days inferno raging within their tendermost parts inevitably fails, 666.5J will enter its final stage, a UK-class universal collapse scenario, in which the subject experiences one final crescendo of gastric Ragnarok, followed by a blessed merciful state of unconsciousness. Subjects will awaken 1 to 2 hours later with full memory of their experience. However, a number of afflicted individuals have reported finding themselves moved from one location to another during the period of time between passing out and regaining consciousness. One researcher testified to having found himself in a nearby field, clean and fully dressed, and laying atop a pile of 1986 Time magazines, with no memory of how he arrived there.
Nice.
Subjects who undergo 666.5J's effects often bear psychological trauma from the event, as well as residual intestinal discomfort for the following fortnight.
Oh man.
Having experienced both childbirth and the effects of SCP-666.5J, I can safely say that I would choose the former any day of the week. SCP-666.5J is like having 3 babies at once, except they're all on fire. Also, they're covered in thumbtacks and trying to eat you from the inside out.
Nice.
All the while, the midwife is beating you senseless with a crowbar and screaming into your ear to push.
I would have beef entree, and therefore cannot give any first-hand account of SCP-666.5-J's effects. However, I can say with certainty that I've seen Keter-class containment breaches cause less pandemonium and widespread demoralization. It was, without a doubt, the second darkest night Site-19 has ever seen.
This happened at Site-19. Oh boy. This is the most terrifying SCP that I've run across in a couple of months.
This is my 3rd body since the incident, and I still don't feel like it's worked its way out from my system yet. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go try for a 4th.
Oh my God.
With every passing week, I lose a little more hope of ever standing up straight again. I've stared death in the face, and is garnished with parsley.
Special containment procedures.
Oh no.
A minimum of 7 on-site staff members of Abrahamic faith must be present in 666.5J's containment chamber at all times. 666.5J must not come into contact with any living organism without the written permission of a Level 4 staff member. Weaponization and use of 666.5J in containment or neutralization of Keta-class SCP items is under review by the O5 Council.
Give it to the reptile.
Incident log.
No.
On the 26th
No, don't give it to the reptile.
of April 2007, a small quantity of 666.5J was fed to an as-of-then harmless Euclid-class SCP object by researchers. The object has since shown extreme hostility towards anything resembling human life. Additionally, a mysterious substance of unknown origin manifesting on the floor of the SCP's containment chamber has created the need for routine cleaning. Cross-exposure of 666.5J in any situation other than attempted neutralization has been prohibited.
I don't know what this SCP is.
Despite objections by the Ethics Committee, a meal of
not
666.5J was fed to SCP-682. At the apex of 666.5J's wrath, 682 threw his hands in the air and willingly left this mortal coil. Neutralization deemed successful.
Killed 682. Oh man. They're just talking in the background.
That concludes 666.5J. Satan is literally in your ass. And it killed 682. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you did. A thank you to all the amazing patrons.
I can't, Warpugs. I have experienced something close to a 682. Well, not 682. I have experienced something close to 666.5J. It is an incident that I never want repeated, and I wouldn't wish on several of my enemies. Not all of them. Like, some of them can just, you know, go through that. But, yeah, I understand where this guy in this... to the members of Site 19, I understand, and I'm here for you. If you ever need to talk, if you ever want to break the masquerade and talk to me about your experience and how it has affected you, I am here for you. I am here for you. I have been through similar, not as bad, but at least I can relate, and sometimes talking to somebody about these kinds of incidents is good for you. My God. Warpugs, I'm gonna head out from here. I'm gonna go cry. I love the jokes. I love the joke SCPs. They are so fun. They are so great. All things said, guys, all of Mr. Illustrated's links are in the description down below, and I highly recommend that you check him out. Not just for this, because he is, bar none, one of the best presenters of SCP in the entirety of YouTube. And he's since started to branch out from SCP into other endeavors, and he's doing amazing there as well. This one just happened to come across my request line. Guys, I'm gonna head out from here. I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you guys next time.